Welcome back to the channel, everyone. As you can see in the heading of this video, I'm going to talk to you about the Switchblade jig, which is made by Queen's Tackle and is now available through Blue Water Gear South Africa. Basically, before I even start this video, I'm just going to give you a quick close-up view of what this chatterbait looks like so that you can see exactly what you're going to get yourself. Alright everyone, as you can see, it's a really well put together chatterbait. It's got everything it should have, meaning it is direct to the line tie, there's no swivels in between, it's going to give it a much better vibration, tighter wobble, it's not going to be all over the show. From experience, I can tell you now, you can burn this thing, it doesn't turn over on its side, it runs straight and true, and that is what you need. But before I talk about the action on this, I'm just going to run you through a couple of key features, just so that you can see exactly how this has been put together. Right, let's start off with the hook. Most important part here for me is my hook. That is a Tungsten 5.0 nickel plated hook by Mustad. It's an intermediate gauge hook, meaning it's not thin and not thick, it is just the right thickness. You can lay into the fish without worrying about opening this up, and it's not too thick that you're going to need an extra heavy kind of rod to actually set the hook, you know, so that's perfect. One thing there's your little hook keeper. This head is tungsten, so they're able to make that little tip there quite sharp, and that actually helps your bait stay on a lot better than most traditional hook keepers that look like this. Which brings me to the next thing. Let's talk about the head. Right, it looks quite small. That head is actually made from tungsten, which is why it's such a small profile. There's actually a couple of little bonuses here, which I'll talk about just now as well. Silicone skirt, it's hand tied, wire tied. So there's no rubber bands here, it's a wire holding it on. Meaning, it doesn't matter whether it's in the sun all day, it's not going to perish and basically fall off, like I've seen happen with other swim jigs and chatterbaits and so forth with a rubber band. So it's there to stay. It's a nice fluffy skirt that you can trim down, which is what I have done here. I've taken down, what, about a centimeter and a half, let's say a centimeter from this one, maybe a bit more. Because as I said, I have actually used this, and yeah, it is the business. This color is Bluegill Ghost. It's like a green pumpkin color with a little bit of a blue tint in it. I don't know if it's going to pick it up here. Awesome looking color. Let me just show you this color as well quickly. Okay, so that's citric shade, standard blue with chartreuse skirts, strands, and then more like a translucent-ish strands with a little bit of blue shine to it. I've got that paired up to that winnow. Just a nice, beautiful looking combination. This chatterbait isn't something that just came along because they just wanted to put it on. I mean, let me give you an idea here, just so that you guys can see. That chatterbait is licensed, by Z-Man Fishing Products. Okay, so there was a lot of time and effort put into these chatterbaits, getting them just right. So yeah, you know that you are getting something that's been tested over and over and it works. Alright, next up, let's show you. As I was saying just now, there's a couple of added bonuses. You'll see there's a little hole in there. So what they have done is, they've basically adopted their swim jig head and converted it to a chatterbait, which is awesome. Because you can now go and add your own weed guard if you wanted to. If you wanted to go weedless, you can chuck it in the trees then and not be worried that it's just going to hang up in every second cast. Another thing is, if you are going to put on a weed guard, you can take this blade off and then use it flat out as a swim jig. If you don't have a swim jig and there's a swim jig bite on, that's what you can do. It's a quick 2-minute conversion. In fact, I did a video for Blue Water Gear, on how to attach these blades onto your standard swim jigs and so forth to make your own chatterbaits as well. Which brings me to the next thing. This is a smaller size blade that they come out with standard, and that's awesome. The startup on these blades are instant. The second you start turning at the reel handle, they start vibrating. However, it is a faster vibration. I've got to imagine in my mind that it's going to have a higher pitch in the water, because it is a much faster vibration, but it's not as heavy thumping as some other chatterbaits. So it's going to give you slightly something different. So if there's 20 guys on the water, everybody throwing the same chatterbait, and they're all big thumpy chatterbaits, guess what? This guy's probably going to catch you more fish because it's something slightly different. But if you want something more thumpier, you could also get the larger blades from Blue Water Gear. Take this one off, which is fairly easy, just bending open that little piece of metal there, pull it out, put in another one. You can put on a bigger blade, give yourself more thump if that's what you're after. So yeah, it's pretty unique. It's a super cool looking chatterbait. It's really well made, top quality product. So do yourself a favor, grab yourself a couple. My favorite time of the year for chatterbaits, it's just around the corner. That's when I catch my biggest chatterbait fish of the year. It's just after the spawn. So yeah, grab yourself a few before they're all gone. Everyone, hope you enjoyed that, and hope that was informative. So yeah, take care everyone. Tight lines. Cheers.